Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it, like we were evolved to do. Today we are speaking about an important topic, the ancestral diet, which is what we usually cover on this channel, and the paleo diet, which has gained a lot of popularity in recent years. How do they differ? Which one is easier for us to follow? And how do we know which one is healthier? So first of all, the paleo diet, often referred to as the caveman diet. It's based on the theoretical eating habits of our Paleolithic ancestors who lived over 10,000 years ago and before then, before the invention of agriculture. This diet includes foods that could be hunted or gathered, like the lean meats, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, but definitely referring more to the wild foraged ones of those. The philosophy is simple: if the cavemen didn't eat it, neither should we. So it excludes things like dairy, grains, legumes, processed foods, and sugars. There is some slight complications with that, which I will touch on in a minute. But the philosophy is that if we eat the diet that is closest to our early ancestors, it will be more healthy for us, since that's how we have evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to eat. Now, on the other side, we have the ancestral diet. That's operating kind of on the same philosophy, but it's a broader diet that draws from not just the Paleolithic era, but the entire span of human evolution, including the Neolithic period to also the Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, and all the way up until today. The approach of the ancestral diet is more flexible and personalized, even considering your own genetic heritage and individual food tolerances and intolerances. It might include some traditionally prepared grains and dairy, depending on one lineage, and according to how your ancestors adapted to these foods over the thousands of years. So that's the main part of it that differs from the paleo diet. The paleo diet basically just puts all humans in the world under one blanket and tells us to eat like what we think Paleolithic humans ate like. Now, I can sympathize with paleo diet supporters. What I like about it is that the diet that us humans have eaten for the longest, that's what they are suggesting. For example, ancestral diets, on the other hand, the foods include things like breads, grains, milk, agricultural foods like that we have been eating for 10,000 years, at least on the wide scale. But the paleo diet consists of hunted meats, fish, wild forage, fruits, and herbs, which we have evolved to eat not for 10,000 years, but for hundreds of thousands of years, maybe even millions of years. So there is that, which would make the paleo diet a much longer part of our evolutionary history. That's the good thing with it. There are two problems with that, though. First thing, there is nowhere near enough resources in the world for 7 billion people to be eating a Paleolithic diet. Even if it were the healthiest diet, and we suggest that everybody should be eating like this, there's no way that even 10% of the population of the world would have the opportunity and resources to eat like this. Second problem is a lot of the foods in the Paleolithic era simply aren't around anymore. Take your fruits and vegetables in your grocery store, for example. Even though these may seem like paleo, a lot of these were bred through agriculture and didn't exist 10,000 years ago. So unless you can frolic and forage and hunt in the woods every day, you will not be able to eat the diet of your Paleolithic ancestors accurately. And like I said, there's no way 7 billion people can eat like that. That's why I prefer the ancestral diet. It's much more easily accessible. Whereas most humans in the world can eat like that, I also prefer the ancestral diet because it incorporates our most recent diets as well. Agriculture has been around for 10,000 years now, although it's not that long compared to paleo diets being around for hundreds of thousands of years. It's in our most recent evolution too, and agriculture definitely has some value to it. And of course, the ancestral diet will vary depending on your ethnicity and where your family is from. Which diet is healthier? I don't know. I have never and will never speak about health-related things on my channel. I'm not a nutritionist, and even the world's nutritionists, leading nutritionists, can never agree on these things either. So it's up to you. Something that we can say on this channel about health that is 100% certain: both of these diets are good in some way, and that they share a common goal of promoting whole, unprocessed foods and eliminating modern additives and toxins. They try to cut out the sugars, the chemicals, the preservatives, and all that stuff we know is bad for us. So both diets are healthy that way, but like I said, we prefer the Ancestral Diet on this channel. But hope that was informative and you guys enjoyed. Let me know which one you prefer best. Have you had any experiences, any results from either one? Let us all know down below.